right, so we're doing a quiz today on how fast you can answer the key signatures to major keys, the relative minors that are related to major key names, and the scale degree names to both major and minor keys. So let's start off with key signatures. If you want to write down your answers, we can come back and check them at the end. Ready? Here we go. What is the key signature for A major? E flat major. D major. C major. G major. B flat major. B major. E major. A flat major. C sharp major. So I'm going to run back over those answers. First one was A major. A major has 3 sharps. Father Charles goes. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. G sharp is the leading tone that points into A. E flat major has 3 flats. B flat, E flat, and A flat. List your flats in order until you get to the name of the key, plus 1. B flat, E flat, A flat. D major has 2 sharps. Father Charles. C sharp is the leading tone into D. C major, gotta have this one memorized. No sharps, no flats. Easy peasy. G major has 1 sharp, F sharp. That's the first sharp in our order of sharps, and it leads into G major. B flat major has 2 flats, B flat and E flat. Go to the name of the key, add 1 more flat in your order of flats. B major has 5 sharps. Father Charles goes down, and F, C, G, D, A are all sharp. A is the leading tone. A sharp is the leading tone of B major. E major has 4 sharps. Father Charles goes down, or F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, which leads us into E. A flat major, B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. 4 flats. List your flats until you get to the name of the key. Add 1 more. And C sharp major is all 7 sharps. Father Charles goes down and ends battle. Everything is sharp. Next on, we're going on to relative minors. I'm going to give you the name of a major key, and you tell me its relative minor key. Remember, this is the minor key that shares the same key signature with a major key. They're related by their key signature. They don't have the same tonic or starting note. In order to find a relative minor, you are counting down 3 semitones, but 2 letter names. You could use your piano keyboard paper to check this if you'd like. So your first question is A major. What is the relative minor? E flat major. What is the relative minor? D major. What is the relative minor? Relative minor of C major. The relative minor of G major. The relative minor of B flat major. The relative minor of B major. The relative minor of E major. the relative minor of A flat major. And the relative minor of C sharp major. So I'll go back and check the answers. A major is the relative to F sharp minor. If you got G flat minor, you counted 3 semitones, but you didn't check that you had 2 letter names of difference. So A major, F sharp minor. Same key signature, 3 sharps. E flat major's relative minor is C minor. D major's relative minor is B minor. C major's relative minor is A minor. G major's relative minor is E minor. B flat major's relative minor is G minor. B major's relative minor is G sharp minor. E major is the relative of C sharp minor. A flat major is the relative of F minor. And C sharp major is the relative of A sharp minor. Again, if you got B flat, it doesn't make sense. How could C sharp and B flat ever be related? But C sharp major and A sharp minor, it makes sense they would both have a lot of sharps in the key signature. Alright, and our last step for this video is thinking of our scale degrees. What is the tonic note of A major? What is the mediant note of E flat major? The dominant note of D major? The leading tone of C major? The subdominant note of G major? Submediant note of B flat major? Supertonic of B major? The tonic of E major? The dominant of A flat major? And the leading tone of C sharp major? Tonic is the main first original note of the key, so the tonic of A major is A. Mediant is the third note. The mediant note of E flat major is G. Dominant is 5. The dominant note of D major is A. The leading tone of C, the note that leads into C major, is B. The subdominant of G major, that's the 4th note, is C, G, A, B, C. The submediant of B flat major, that's the 6th note, or 3 down from the top if you want to go backwards, of B flat major is G. Submediant of B flat major is G. The supertonic, one above the tonic, of B major is C sharp. The tonic note of E major is E. The dominant note of A flat major is E flat. And the leading tone of C sharp major is B sharp. Thanks for studying your theory with me today. Keep at it.